Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of More Than a Sport, Inspirational TV. I am your host, Abdul Rahim Laquan Orr Sr., aka Arlos, and today is episode 15. All right, today is April 27th, Monday, April 27th, 2020. I ain't got my tea today. No tea. Shout out to Antoine Carter, AMP Productions. Make sure you guys check him out. You need anything production-wise, music-wise, whatever, he got you. All right, guys. So we are back. We are back. Let me get myself set up over here because I have a wonderful topic and something to create some discussion, dialogue for us today. So, again, I hope everybody's weekend went well. My weekend was good. It's never really bad. I don't do nothing, but I'm alive, so it's always good. But I just can't recall really doing anything. Yeah, I can't think of none. I ain't do much, really too much. The little stuff I did, it's personal, family stuff. So, it's all good. But I hope you guys' weekend was well. Last Friday, we spoke about starting the race, right? So it's only right I start off today by asking you guys, what did you do, right, that you've been longing to do for such a long time? And, fortunately, over this weekend, or fortunately, the good thing is that I put out a message to help motivate you, to help inspire and motivate and encourage you to get out there and do something new, that you actually went out there and did it. That's all I'm trying to do is to motivate you guys, is to give you guys that spark. How they say, put a fire under your, put some coal to that fire and put a fire to that coal, whatever you want to put it. I don't know the terminology. See, I was studying whatever. But you know what I mean? Light a fire under a joker. And that's all I be trying to do is light a fire, and something that you guys can use to help you to, to motivate you, to inspire you, and hopefully, there's some encouragement that comes from me, talking to you guys, because that's all I'm really trying to do. I have nothing to gain from this. Nothing at all to gain. I just enjoy sharing myself. I'm so comfortable after episode 1515. So comfortable being on here talking to you guys. I enjoy, getting up in the morning and, recording and doing the things I need to do. And it's these last few days has been rough. Friday was rough. Today's a little rough. And it's because of Ramadan. And my energy levels aren't where they should be, but they up enough. And my obligation to you guys is get out here and get this message out to you guys. So I pray and ask the Lord to make it easy upon me and get me to this point. And He's been doing it, so I'm gonna keep on going, until He tell me I can't go no more. All right. But as you guys see, I got my throw on, so I don't have my swag gear on. But this would have been the swag gear for today. All right. Dope. Guys, again, swag gear is one of the ways that we keep these doors open and that we continue to move forward. And, of course, we're always accepting donations and things like that. So if you guys like what we're doing, you guys want to sow a seed, please donate. Please help us out. You can inbox me for information. All proceeds go to Motorsport to help us, again, keep the doors open to further our mission and to continue to do the things that we like to do, which is, support the youth. The mission is to transform young men and women into productive, citizens of society through sports, or through academic and sports. You know what I mean? So if you guys like it, help us out. If not, we're still going to keep going because God got us no matter what. All right, guys. So, again, if you guys are not following us, right, please follow us at More Than a Sport at Facebook, More Than a Sport on Instagram, on YouTube, More Than a Sport. You also can follow us on Twitter at The New More Than a Sport, and our website, www.morethansport.com. And if you guys are going to the website, it's going to look different really soon. I have so much on my plate right now. I'm trying to juggle everything I got going on in 24 hours, and I really need 40 hours in a day just to kind of get done what I need to get done on a daily basis. And we all know we don't have 40 hours, so something's going to fall to the waistline when you're trying to operate and do things, on your own. So I'm gonna try my best to keep on chucking and get to that website and update it so it's nice, it's welcoming. Which I'm not saying is not now, but nice and welcoming. It's a little more direct. Few little feedback I got from people is like it's a little confusion about so much going on. So I'm gonna work on that, get that straightened out, to say the least. All right, guys. We're gonna get into it, right, and then we're gonna sit and we're gonna talk to you guys because I just want to share with you guys first and foremost, right? So, production for this show is about to take a whole new revamp, right? I had the opportunity to invest in myself again. So I went and got my production recording equipment and I'm waiting for it to come in. And once it come in, ain't nothing gonna change. It's just gonna have a professional sound to it. And I got audio and video recordings that I can always mesh and do whatever I want to do it. But it's about to step up, right? And then once I get the recording studio up and running, and this pandemic quarantine stuff is let up, right? Then I'll be able to really continue building my studio, and then we may have opportunities for others who may need the studio to record, and you may have a rental opportunity for a studio because it's gonna be nice, real nice. Trust me. You guys will see the picture of it. Finished the bathroom. Finished all my Bob the Builder chores that I had going on and so forth. So that's all done, right? So today, guys, the topic, acceptance. All right, so I'm gonna define acceptance, right? And before I go into the definition of acceptance, right? What is something that you push so hard to be accepted for? You know what I'm saying? Or and what did you have to go through? Good, bad? What was it good? Was it bad experience? What was it? Because especially in today, right? I seen a video during this quarantine, right? This whatever stay-at-home order. I seen a video, and I don't know what city it was, but I think on the news, and I watched the news this morning, it said Chicago. And it was a party. I'm like, is it really that important to feel accepted that you got to go to a daggone party and put yourself, your loved ones, whoever you around, in danger with this COVID-19? Like, I don't know. I don't care, right? What people do and how they choose to protect theirs, right? You ain't gonna catch me at no party. You probably won't ever see me at a party again. Ain't no need for me to go to a party. I put that childish stuff away a long time ago, right? So I ain't no need to be around no party. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind the social gatherings, friends and family. I'm very friends and family orientated right now. Like outside of that, it's a high and by, right? But what was the need for that? You know what I'm saying? And see, that's some of the stuff that people do that we got to feel acceptance. And there's so many forms of wanting to be accepted that we can pull out of that one scenario. If people want to go to a party during these times, like, man, we'd be here 40 hours talking about it, right? But acceptance. What are some of the good or the bad things that you have done to feel accepted, or acceptance, to feel that feeling of acceptance, And I'm gonna define the definition had multiple, explanations of definition, but this is what I was looking for out of the definition. So I'm gonna read that to you guys, right? And it says the action or process of being received as adequate or suitable, typically to be admitted into a group. Think about that. I'm gonna read it again. The action or process of being received as adequate or suitable, typically to be admitted into a group. Now, there's so many groups out there, right? There's millions of people out there, right? Billions of people, and millions of groups out there, right? And for some reason, we all feel we got to be a part of one of these groups, right? And it's crazy because, right, like some of the things that we do to fit in is like we put ourselves in danger, or we lose ourselves in the process, or at the end of the day we just realize like this wasn't even worth it. Like why waste my time doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like we bust our butt to feel accepted, and the results that we're looking for we don't get. We don't get the results that we're looking for, and that's like, dang, was it worth it? No, 9 or 10 times wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we know that it don't be worth it, the only thing and the only person we have to receive acceptance from my opinion, because all I do on this show is lend my opinion, right? It's from God and ourselves, right? The reason why I say God and ourselves, right? Because at the end of the day, we all were born with our own individual talents. We all was born with our own individual abilities, right? That make us unique who we are, right? And everything ain't for everybody, right? But mentally or whatever that drives us to want to feel accepted, whatever it is that kicks in, when it kicks in, it causes us to ignore the fact that, you know, we're our own champions within, right? But not only that we forget that, but then we also forget who we are, and then we start to conform into whatever it is that we're trying to be accepted. It could be anything. It could be, listen, I'm Muslim, so people trying to do stuff to fit in and be Muslim, and ain't doing it because it's in their heart. Church, gangs, social circles, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? People in corporate America, people do, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically what I'm trying to say is like, when we trying to be accepted, sometimes we sell our soul to fit in. And I'm just wondering why, you know, but not only am I wondering why, but today I want to give you guys I want to talk to you guys, give you guys some inspiration, and encourage you guys and motivate you guys to understand that you don't need nobody but you. Every day, all you got to do is be you, right? And that's one thing about me, right? I've never been that person to yearn or want to gravitate to nobody, you know. Growing up, everybody knew me. I was a social person, but I considered myself a loner because 9 out of 10 times I was by myself, you know, going wherever I was going or going to meet up with my friends and stuff. But for the most part, I was by myself. You know what I'm saying? I had my friends. I grew up with a lot of friends, right? A lot of brothers. And but it was just like, you know, when I went off, when my headspace was, you know, had to get figured out and unclouded, I was by myself. You know, I remember in the playground shooting basketball by myself, in the playground throwing football to myself. I remember one time hiking the ball to myself, catching the ball, throwing the ball up, and then running and catching it, doing all this type of stuff because I didn't care to go up the street to play with anybody. Now, eventually I started doing these things, but initially, and when I started doing these things, it didn't matter to me because initially I was comfortable with doing it myself. Like if they play with me, cool. If they don't, cool, even better. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I know that we can't do this. We can't do this or live this life on our own, doing things on our own. I know that. That's not what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is, if you want me, Abdul Rahim Laquan or Senior, to be a part of what you got going on, just know I'm coming as who I am. And if you guys know me and who I am, I'm not gonna sit there and just accept because what you telling me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how that roll. I'm not a rebellious person at all, right? But I do have a mouth and I do have a mind and I think very well, right? And I'm not no dummy, you know what I'm saying? So I could sit there and hold a very professional dialogue with you and have a very formal conversation with you, you know, and be respectful the whole time. But my point's going to get across. I don't have to yell, curse, act a donkey. I don't got to do all that. But my point's going to get across, you know. And first and foremost, when you meet me, you will know, like, I'm not going to do anything to try to fit in. I'm going to do everything in my will for you guys to see who I am, to see the quality in me, and for you guys to genuinely say, I want him and what he brings to this table to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be me saying, "Oh, yo, yeah, oh man," nah, the groupie stuff. I don't do that. And not saying it's some people have to do it or whatever. If you have to, you feel you do it, then again, whatever you do to feel accepted, that's on you. I'm just telling y'all about me and why I don't do certain things, right? You know, it's just not in my nature, right? I have something else I want to read to you guys, right? Every God-fearing person in the world, right? In some way, shape, or form, you heard this right here, what I'm about to read to you guys, right? You heard this, right? So it says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I don't think y'all heard me. I'm gonna read that again because I want you guys to really sit and ponder on this. What I'm about to break, how I'm gonna try and break this down and make bring some clarity to this, right? And to help you guys as to why only you got to be accepted. Only person, the only thing you need to be accepted to is God and yourself. All right. But it says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Right. All right. So we ask for strength with accepting when we lack the ability to change ourselves to something, right? But we find ourselves putting ourselves in a situation that we can change, but we refuse because we want to be accepted. Think about that, right? We ask for strength, right, to be able to accept the things we cannot change, right? When we lack that ability to step up and say we can't change this, right? Or we don't have the ability to change this, so we say, God, give us the strength to accept that, right? Assuming, right, that we, have accepted ourselves in this role that we're playing, right? Or we're accepting that we're good and comfortable with ourselves. And then we find ourselves putting ourselves in situations, right, that we know we could change, right? Because we ask God to give us the strength to change the things that we cannot, right? But what about the things that we can change? We can change our approach on how we go about being accepted into social groups, secular groups, work groups, whatever, religious groups, whatever it is that we're trying to be accepted to. Excuse me. We have the ability to change, the way we approach these situations, and somehow, some way that goes to the waistline because the overwhelming feeling of wanting to be accepted causes us to not pay attention to the things that we should be displaying initially. Because they say, let's get back to some stuff that we say back then. They say a first impression is everything, right? And I gave you guys an example of when you first meet me. A lot of people they meet me, they be like, man, I thought you was mean. I thought you was crazy, all this other stuff. And I say, well, why you think that? Why don't you think that? Man, you just come in, you quiet, you don't really say much, you just look. And sometimes your eyes give off this look like, and y'all sometimes y'all see me do it, my eyes get big, right? But I told the person, I said, well, for one, I came here because I wanted to come here. I didn't come here looking for anything. I didn't come here looking for a handout. I didn't come here looking to hand anything out. I didn't come here looking to be accepted by nobody. I didn't, point blank period. I put it out there, and people, they question it. They see me, they question it, right? But as soon as they say, hey, how you doing? And I turn, I greet them, hey, what's going on, with a smile? So all that, because it's basically a defense, unknowingly a defense that goes up, right, when you out and about, because my trust, right? Because if I accept you into my circle, right, then I trust you, right? But my trust isn't for everybody because my trust been violated before. I've violated others' trust before, so I know the feeling, and I know the feeling of putting that out there, right? So now what I do is I don't violate anyone's trust no more, right? I be straight up honest and forward, right? But at the same time, I don't put myself in positions to have my trust violated because it hurt. Because if I put my trust in you and you violate it, that hurt me. I'm human. I got feelings and emotions too. So it hurt me, it bothered me. So I'm very cautious now about who I let in my circle. And trust me, my circle is constantly getting smaller, right? Because not only, do I you know what I'm saying? Not only is my circle small, but not only do I feel like my trust and everything is it's not for everybody, right? But I want people around me who confident in themselves, who accepted their ability, because what I might do, that person may cannot do it, right? But he has a different skill than I have, because again, we all were made differently. We all were created with different abilities, talents, and so forth and so on, right? So I'm gonna allow who I am, my confidence in me, to shine, right? And I want him and his confidence and his acceptance of his ability that God gave him to shine. And we're gonna take that message together, and we're gonna try to and we're gonna, try to conquer the world with that, you know? And that's the people I want around me. Like, what I'm doing ain't for you. What I eat don't make you poop, or so forth and so on, whatever, how they say it, right? But it's for me, and I want you, what's for you. And allow God to bring us together, to bring that energies together, so we could work towards towards both of our skills, or all of our skills, allowing themselves to rise to the top like cream. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, for me, it's important that first and foremost, I'm always working on me. I'm always working on building myself up, so that when I do enter these environments where I'm trying to display myself, and my qualities, and showing that I am qualified, or experienced, I make sure myself together. You know what I'm saying? And while me doing that, and how I do that, again, is just making sure, like, my tooth, right? I got to make sure my tooth knocked back, so I got it fixed. It's not always fixed, right? But it's little stuff like that. Like, I'm confident. I accepted the fact that my tooth looked like that, right? And even got like a little yellow stain right there, right? All that. I accepted all that. But you know what? That don't stop me from going to doing what I gotta be doing. I ain't sitting up there going to interview like, oh, I gotta get this teeth white and all that. No. This is me. Either you're gonna accept me how I am, and physically how I'm put together and how I look, or you're gonna say, hey, Mr. Oil, thank you for your time. And I'm gonna say, thank you for your time, and keep it moving. Because I accepted the fact that I am not for everybody and everybody's not for me. I accepted that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit there and become something that I'm not, or accept something that society is trying to put on me to make me feel like I have to be a part of something, or I have to do this, or in order for me to be accepted into this group, I have to do this. No. And so that's the message for you guys today. I want you guys to just focus on you, right? Learn to accept you, right? And accept your abilities. Some things you can do, some things you cannot do, right? I'm damn near 6'5". I can't play basketball. Always thought I was going to be a good basketball player, right? Just tall for no reason. I had to accept the fact that I'm a poo-putt basketball player, right? A lot of other things in life that I had to accept. But me accepting those things, what it did was it took me and stopped me from putting my energy into something that I didn't need to put my energy into, right? And allowed me to remove myself from that situation and to find a situation that works for me. It's football. Yeah. But again, guys, acceptance begins within a person. We have to first accept the way that we were genetically put together. We have to accept the way that we were built, along with our physical makeup and our physical attributes, right? We have to accept that. And once we accept that, there ain't too much, or there ain't pretty much nothing that's going to, have you doing some crazy stuff, because we already know, and we already understand that, if the opportunity is there, that means you accept the me for me. If it's not there, it's cool, right? But most importantly, let's not go out and seek acceptance from something that we don't need to be. In particular, gangs. In particular, wanting to be out in social groups, and stuff like that. It's important, guys, because again, acceptance can cause us to do a lot of bad things. bad things like put us in health compromised positions. Like I want to be accepted so bad, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna go to this party, and I'm gonna get high, and then I'm gonna I get high, and I'm gonna sleep with this person. You know what I'm saying? Just because I want to be cool, I want to fit in. Now you end up with an STD or something you can't get rid of, right? Or worse, you end up getting raped or something. Or worse, you end up ODing because you go to the party, hanging out, doing drugs. It's a lot of stuff, you know. And kids, I'm talking to you guys. You know, it's a lot of stuff that you guys in particular do. And not saying you guys, there's a lot of stuff that we all did as children, as kids, teenagers, and children today. There's some of the things that you guys are doing or building up to do, you know, because you want to feel acceptance. And a lot of today, a lot of stuff that we see today is just people just trying to fit in, you know? So my message again, guys, is to love yourself. Accept you and who you are. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Because once you accept you and who you are, everything that was meant for you is going to come to you. Can't nobody stop that. You know what I'm saying? So focus on becoming a better you, right? And everything else, like again, everything else is going to fall in line. So again, guys, I hope that you was inspired, encouraged, and motivated by today's talk. And I hope that you guys feel like you don't have to sell yourself short, or you don't have to put yourself in no crazy predicament. You don't have to be, you know, doing things that you don't want to do or that you know you shouldn't be doing just to feel accepted. All right? Again, guys, today is Monday, April 27th, 2020. Today was episode 15 for More Than a Sport. And we pray that you guys stay safe. You guys stay and follow the stay-at-home order. It looked like things are starting to loosen up. For me, I don't care. I still ain't coming out. But for you guys that do feel comfortable and want to go out, you know, may Allah protect you guys, keep you safe. But guys, if you're not following us, More Than a Sport Facebook, More Than a Sport Instagram, More Than a Sport on YouTube, the new More Than a Sport on Twitter. And again, guys, www.morethansport.com. All right? And if you guys can, right? Because what I'm noticing, right, is that people are starting to contact me, reach out to me, inboxing me, and just telling me of how they enjoy the show and some of the things that I'm doing good. And I wanted to ask some of you guys because I know there's some people who may want to talk and kind of just go in on how the episode made them feel, or possibly want to just have an in-depth conversation about the topic and, you know, share their thoughts. And what I'm going to start doing, guys, and like I said, production's starting to build up, so I'm going to start creating a day. Most likely it's going to be like on a Saturday when everybody's off work. But I'm working to create something with like we're going to do like a roundtable discussion about my weekly topics, and we're going to have I'm going to spend some hour or two on Zoom just sitting there, and we're going to just sit there and we're going to break them down. We're going to talk about it. And this is not set in stone, and I'm not even sure if I really want to do it. I have to get some feedback from you guys and start really surveying some stuff and seeing if it's even worth my time. But that is something I would like to happen. And if you guys can do me a favor on the comments below, send me an email, right? So I can send you guys an in-depth, blueprint of the talk that we had today. I can send you guys some information that I researched that may help you guys and give you guys some articles and stuff about how, about acceptance, you know what I'm saying, and the goods and bad of good, what's good acceptance, what's bad acceptance, and then keep you guys up to par as to what's going on with More Than a Sport, all right? Also, guys, board members, I'm going to be interviewing for new board members, right? So if you're interested and want to be on a board of a growing and very exciting nonprofit organization, it's hard work. I'm not going to tell you. And you can ask all the board members and previous board members, it's hard work. This stuff is not easy. It's very hard, but it's very rewarding when you see your efforts being blossom. You know what I mean? But if you guys are interested, send me an inbox, give me an email, and I'll send you guys out, a questionnaire, and then we'll set up a Zoom and we'll go from there. All right. But again, guys, thank you for another day. And remember, it's always more than a sport.